Peace, peace, peace. We are now in the Solar Eclipse April 8th, 2024. 7 years ago, the same thing happened right here in my backyard. Same thing. I don't know why this time it was just blown out of proportion. Like it was blown out of proportion this time, but yeah, the same thing is happening. Nothing has changed. The only difference is there's a lot of security, National Guard, state police, uh, private security. It's crazy. It's how much security. Everyone's phone is messed up, but the internet is still interneting. So I guess those 5G towers are working. But yeah, I'm gonna show a little bit of it. Peace to everyone that's coming in. If you haven't already, make sure you like, share, subscribe to the channel. Peace, peace, everyone that's coming on. Shout out to MFA. Shout out to Brother Darvis Baylock. It is now passing by here in Carbondale. It's almost over. It's now moving over into Indianapolis, Indiana. But yeah, it's the same as it was 7 years ago. Like I said, the only difference is there was way more like news coverage. There was more conspiracy theories. There was more unnecessary security. Like they got the National Guard here. They have the feds here. They have private security here. Everybody's phone calls are dropping, but the internet has not failed us. The internet has not failed us. I'm gonna put the link down in the chat if anybody want to come up. You can come up and speak if you want to. But yeah, that's the solar eclipse, April 8th, 2024. I'm glad it's over with. Now I can go and plant some food out in my garden. I decided not to plant because they have been spraying like crazy every week. It's just ridiculous. Every week they've been spraying like crazy. So now this is over with. I can get in my garden, plant some food, and the city will get back to normal. The most that one of the things I can say, the most that I've felt during this eclipse is a real bad headache. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I've had a real bad headache since this morning, like early this morning. A real bad headache. Other than that, that's pretty much the difference from last time. Like last time I didn't have a headache. This time I had a real bad headache. And that's pretty much it. That's the only thing I can say happened. I got my nephew's dogs in our backyard, and uh, his female dog was pregnant. She just had the babies last night and this morning. So I guess that's a good thing that happened during the eclipse. But other than that, y'all, it really is not what the world has tried to make it seem. It's like the Y2K, the world is ending, and all that craziness. But I got the link in the chat. If anybody want to come up, you can. If not, I'm gonna end this stream. I just came on to show everyone. I'm gonna be uploading like the live footage that we got from right here in our yard. I'm gonna be uploading that. My husband did a live stream on his Facebook page. If you want to go check it out, you can go check that out. And I'm gonna put together all of our cameras that we had going during the solar eclipse. But yeah, everybody is outside. Outside is still the same. Um, like right before the eclipse started happening, there was some neighbors from across the street that was fighting. But just the same old stuff that you see every day. Nothing has changed. No one has any superpowers. I mean, unless you do. If you got superpowers now, I've been hearing a lot about the dragons and the Anunnaki superpowers. If you got superpowers, let me know. I just need a couple million. That's all I need. Just go in there and get it, grab it, and bring it back to me. Other than that, what are we doing? Right? We still got a system that is put itself in a place where it's always got one up on everybody unless you figure it out, right? Because they're not teaching you how to figure it out in school, right? You're learning more from the internet than anything. That's right, brother Vance said I do. I'm Khalil. All right, Khalil. That's what's up. That's what's up. Just go give me a couple million. That's all I need. That's all I'm asking for. I ain't even asking for a lot. Just a couple. But I put the link in the chat if anybody want to come up and speak. Everybody riding around in their drop top today. But like I said, nothing has changed. Peace, MF Bay. Welcome to the panel.
Peace. How you work this thing?
What's going on?
Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you now.
Go. Islam, sister.
Islam, brother. How you doing?
All is well.
Good, good.
Baltimore territory here. And that
Mm-hmm.
fear mongering thing that they did over the past like what 2 weeks to kind of prepare everyone for this event. Like you said, it's just the same as it always was. I'm not quite sure what's going on the back end because I'm too focused on what's going on, in my immediate life, the present moment right now. So I haven't been paying attention to that much. But you're absolutely correct.
Yeah. I mean, the fear tactics that they put in this one has just been outrageous, like insanity. And then they're gonna give you the glasses, and I tell everybody, do not put those glasses on because you haven't gotten diagnosed from a physician on if you can even wear those glasses. But they tell everybody, oh, here, put these glasses on. It's crazy. Because when we
Mm-hmm.
was growing up and we was playing with somebody's glasses, our parents told us, don't you put those glasses on, you're gonna go blind.
Mm-hmm.
But they tell you put the glasses on so you don't go blind. It's crazy.
It's like
It's
the opposite of they live, huh?
it's the complete opposite, you know. But
I've been
yeah,
I think is so um do you have any information on the trading with the enemy act?
yep, yep.
What I've been seeing was there was some type there was some news uh videos that I've skimmed past like what couple weeks ago or a week or so ago, and it was I was like, hold on, is this the real news? Had to check and verify. I was like, okay, yes, it's the real news. So they was handing out pamphlets to a lot of the policy enforcer departments or police departments, and they had like a booklet on how to prepare for this particular event. And on the front of it, it had the you know, the phases of the moon, the iconography, and a couple other different things. Um, the procedures on how to follow along with that. But I'm like, why would you need to prepare for this if everyone is planning on just being peaceful and just watching, you know, the eclipse? It's not making any sense to me. What else
Mhm,
is going on here? But then after that, I said, no, I'm not going to go down that rabbit hole because they always got something up their sleeve. But however, the reason why I brought up the trading of the enemy act, because it does correlate to, well, if we can get them to to act out, we can enforce a lot of these other things that we have put in place, such as the trading of the enemy act,
mhm,
dealing
mhm.
with economics and you know, let me buy this to prepare for that. And I'm just like I'm able to connect the dots now.
Yeah, I don't think anybody even I haven't seen anybody say anything about it, but 7 days ago, exactly 7 days ago, they moved all of the mortgage-backed securities with the birth certificates and everything from 55 Water Street to Brooklyn. It's no longer in
Mm,
Manhattan. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the reason why I even found this out, I even realized it was because I was doing some paperwork for someone, and I was putting together a UCC one financing statement. And I said, well, let me go and just, so I'm saying, make sure you are writing down. Now, I know that the address, right? Like,
mm-hmm,
go and verify the zip code. So I go to the website, and it's right there. Biggest day says, we, as of April 1st, we moved. I said, wow. And then 7 days later, they got this going on.
mm,
And so I've been watching all of, um, I'm in Forex. So
mm-hmm.
I've been watching the market all day today, and it hasn't been crazy, but I can see one of the things that I can see going on is, like, since maybe 2 weeks now, about 2 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
Japanese pairs have been out of control. So yeah, it's a lot of moving these different securities, and you
And
know
look, if you said 2 weeks ago, that was around the same time that what was it? No, 3 weeks ago, the Dalai Lama there was a, what was where was it? I don't know where the Dalai Lama was, but there was a the little bridge thing that happened, the Francis Scott Key thing that happened here. That was 2 weeks ago, right?
mhm, mhm,
And on the side of it was Dolly. I didn't even
mhm,
know it was based in Singapore.
yeah,
But the Dalai Lama did a meeting had a meeting a week before that. Like it was a live meeting. And then on top of that, before that, there was some individuals that were telling, like, giving some information on, hey, here's some stock information on where to go from in this period. And then that little bridge thing happened. So it was kind of like, hey,
Mhm.
I'm gonna walk you into this economic we're forecasting this, and we're gonna kind of walk you into this economic soiree, if you if you will, and give you guys an illusion of order out of chaos.
Right.
I haven't seen any like real slowdown in products being placed on the shelves here yet. I'm not quite sure if they've gotten that sorted out as far as how the trailers are using what is that, I-95? Well, I don't know the major lines here in Baltimore, but there is
Yeah,
key
it's
hop.
you
Go
got
ahead.
295, you got 95. Um, what else is in Baltimore? I know it's 295 and 95 for sure.
Yeah, but that was my major thing is seeing how was they going to wrap this fake terrorist thing into this. Like, how were they going to do that? And it wasn't no real way that they could play it, because the
Right.
eclipse only lasts for about a few seconds.
It's a few seconds. It's already in New York. I
And I
mean,
think it just
you know
passed
how
through
long it
here.
take you know how long it take for me to get from my house in Carbondale, Illinois to get to New York? That's like a
8 hour
14,
drive.
15 hour drive. No,
Oh,
I wish. 8 hours from here to Baltimore.
oh, okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, it is. It's. I'm not quite sure. I haven't had any feelings of dread as of late. Like, things been pretty calm. It's been pretty calm. Besides that, them I don't know. What I have been seeing though is an influx of all of those what is that, catastrophe videos on YouTube. Like, as soon as you get on the front page, you get
Mm-hmm.
on the front page of YouTube, something happened in Palestine, or the earthquake happened in New York, and then it
Mm-hmm.
was just like a whole bunch of explosions or something going on. Yeah, I'm not quite sure if that's due to astrology. Go ahead, sister.
I was gonna say the only thing they got popping here is fireworks.
Good gracious.
you
I
know,
have
so
been, huh?
I'm always looking at it like, I want to see what they're doing down at Capitol Hill. I want to see what the Federal Reserve is coming out and saying and doing.
Mm-hmm.
Follow the money. You're gonna follow what's really going on.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, I didn't even check to see if Biden put out any executive orders today. I'm gonna check to see that too. See if he put out any executive orders. Like you were saying with the Trading with the Enemy Act. Ever since the Trading with the Enemy Act and the continuance of the Trading with the Enemy Act with Roosevelt and his administration, and putting us under the emergency war powers,
Yep,
right?
yep,
Every
yep.
year after that, every um, sitting president has been utilizing the same executive order that he's been utilizing, which is for emergency usage. So, like if you look at what Biden has passed last year was always emergency for the Philippines, and emergency for Cuba, emergency for just the executive orders for emergencies. They're always passing bills to enact these executive orders. I don't think people really realize what's going on with these executive orders, because the executive orders is it's not law. They're just executive orders. Wow.
So it's like almost an immediate change.
Mhm. Mhm. For emergency purposes.
Yeah, I've been swamped with personal with personal problem. So me in so-called politics, I haven't even I wasn't having because before a couple years ago before I fell my health had declined. I was in it. I was in my lessons and all that, but I did find that there was something that that kept holding me on to it, and there was that dopamine rush or
Mhm.
that high that I always get from um staying up to date with all of that. Like I get real angry, and then I was like, oh no, I can't, no, now I'm seeing the others around me, the elders, one of them, he just always he start off calm, and then he start getting into it, and he just get all angry and stuff. I'm like, no, that this ain't for me. This is see, you keep talking about the movement, but we have to come together in order to free the people, not liberate them, but free them.
Right.
And one of the things is you can't change anything from the outside of the building. So uh, picket, what is that, not picket fences, but the hand signs and all of that outside of the building. No, you got to go inside of the building to do something. So
Mhm.
I'm saying it to say that we do a lot of talking, not you, sister. I'm saying like outside of this, I've been telling him to check your videos out. Y'all sound a lot similar. Let's link up with brother Arnil Bay, and we got and it's like I've been surrounded by a lot of Moors that have been more what is that they've been chasing the funny money.
Mhm.
So,
Mhm.
they was for profit and not doing the work of the prophet.
Right.
So, of course, our condition is going to change. We're going to stay in this condition that we in because everyone is trying to be the big eyes and control the little U's. So, when it comes to that to the government and the politic information, I try to I'm not saying I try to stay away from it, but I try not to get too absorbed into it because it does have that so-called emotion, not so-called, the emotional effect. Whereas like I get motivated, but then I look at, I'm on the front lines and there's no one beside me or behind me.
Yeah, it's really about just finding your tribe, finding your people that's on the same vibration that you're on. And then once you find them, then you begin to build a future together. A lot of times it's not necessarily with your direct immediate siblings, and it's not necessarily with even those who are in direct space with you in your temples. A lot of times it's just those who's on the same vibratory frequency that you are on. I tell people all the time, if you have a local temple in your area, go to that temple. Help to build that temple up and cultivate that temple. But if you're not getting what you need, like if you're not growing, you're just staying in a dead space, because anything that's not growing is dead. And we're always here to be able to assist the Moors, and that's really what I'm on. I'm on really uplifting fallen humanity and providing the same sources and resources that's been given to me to assist everyone else.
Definitely. I've been seeing that throughout the years. I've been following and keeping up with you and the brother. Actually talked to him a couple times or whatever, and we had a nice conversation throughout the years. And I think I caught it last week. One of your no, was it last week or Friday? Well, still last week. But you went in and was speaking about getting some land,
Mhm.
and I was on that same thing. Had the money and everything, and like I felt I wasn't mature enough myself to get the land and hold it and wait until I found my tribe to be able to utilize it the way that I needed it to. Like it was George Washington Carver. That's what it was on.
Oh
And
yeah, I did that drop the other day. George
right.
Washington Carver.
And it just made me think, like, because I'm thinking now on what are the three necessities: food, clothing, and shelter. You'll always be, rich and wealthy if you can provide those three. And my thing is now we have come to this nexus of franken food and hard to find heirloom seeds and whole foods, because
Mhm.
Bill and everyone else has gotten a hold of the
Mhm.
so-called food industry.
Yep.
It's imperative to have our own land to produce that, and plus make it available for others. So in my thinking, I was like, it doesn't take that much for us to come together and get a nice little hectare, and and go to work on it. I'm seeing all of these bars or bodegas and place like that. We don't need anything. Matter of fact, right around the corner from me is something called Poe's Po Oriental Po Oriental Grocery,
Mhm.
and it's a Korean
Mhm.
store, and it's very
Right.
small. And all her stuff in there is like it's cheaper than the market that's up the street from me. And I'm like, what is going? And it's family owned and family operated. She only got like one Caucasian there that uh stocks the shelves, or that he's a elder guy or whatever. But the point of the matter is, if we had something like that where we're importing whole foods and non front, this hasn't been manipulated and genetically modified, that everyone wins.
Right.
Uh Another thing with that, I was speaking to the sheik, and a lot. Oh, you don't want to get that land. You need to put. It's like I've been speaking to a lot of individuals who just like don't want to progress, and I have come to the conclusion it's because of fear.
Mhm. Mhm.
And another thing is like, why am I asking these individuals who's living in the projects, or who's know what they're not doing too much better than myself? Like, why am I asking these individuals? It's like I'm almost stuck in between the crux of, do I listen to the guy on the corner who got the wildlife I need a beer sign, and also on the flip side of it, it says the end is near and he got truth, or or do
Right.
I'm like, okay. I get stuck at that part, but then at the same time, I see what is not progressing. Like you said, if it's not growing, then it's dead. And I've been seeing a lot of that. Individuals, they go to the temple here, and there's like no real movement.
That's one of the sad situations is you know, no matter what it is that, you do, your efforts, and your ideas that you bring, is shot down. It's like, okay, yeah, yeah, we could do that, but the prophet said, it's kind of always that type of time.
Mm-hmm.
And we in a time space right now where we don't have that type of time to to be on that type of time.
Yeah, you
We
done gave us everything we need. You look in the divine constitution and bylaws, you know what I mean? All Act One, Grand Sheik and the Chairman are empowered to make. I forget, but the whole thing, I can't get a word for word, but us being able to create what we need to create is laid out in Act One through Act Seven.
hmm
And I'm just what I where I was going at with the land demonstration, as you was talking about the him being the father, George Washington Carver being the father of synthesizing other plants, and the other uses of plants and seeds and that nature. uh I went back a little bit further than that, a couple years ago, when I was like, hold on, how are they making textiles in
Mhm.
Africa before the textile machines? A simple
Mhm.
loom, branches, tree
Yep.
branches, and I'm
Yep.
like, all this time, and a lot of these sisters walking around here don't even know how to use a needle and thread.
Look, Minnesota produces um, produces more linen than anywhere else,
Oh,
and
here in America.
yeah, and so and you get linen from flaxseed.
Mm. Mm. I didn't know
So
that.
when I created the Noble Drew Ali Greenhouse Initiative almost 8 years ago now,
Mm-hmm.
I created it in the mind of us having also cash crops. So the first portion of it was for each household within the temple to have a greenhouse to be able to grow their own food, and then they would give a portion of it back to the temple, and then the local temples would have a parcel of land that they're growing food on that can't be grown in the home, and then that they would give a portion to the members, and then the rest of it would go to your local markets to be sold, right? And then also I came up with the other side, which is cash crops. Cash crops is like your peanut and other crops where it costs, where it will bring you a lot of money as far as cash crops. And so when I was looking at cash crops, flax seeds was one of them that's on the list that we can grow in bulk and make a lot of, just being able to export into other, not necessarily like in other countries, but just export into other markets outside of Moorish Americans. You see what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying?
Mm-hmm.
But
Industry.
yeah, but when it Moors made mockery of the Noble Drew Ali Greenhouse Initiative, is anytime that you put something out that's going to allow you to be that independent agrarian society. Moors don't want to be that. Moors really love to be within the limits of the welfare state.
Mm, mm, mm,
You know
mm.
what I'm
Wasn't
saying?
you just talking
Talking
about that
about
with the George
the
Washington thing?
majority. Yeah, yep. Majority of the Moors. Shout out to everybody that's coming on. I put the link in the chat if anybody wants to come up on the panel. But yeah, we're just building. We were showing the solar eclipse for today. We've already gone through it here in Carbondale. And, like I said, it's the same fear tactics. It's the same thing that has been going on, for every eclipse. There's nothing different other than a lot more security, a lot more people, and, unnecessary, and then a lot more fear tactics that they've been pushing on everybody. If everybody doesn't know, since April 1st, 7 days ago, it marked on the calendar that they have moved all of the birth certificates with the DTC, the mortgage backed securities. They moved it from 55 Water Street. It is now housed in Brooklyn. All right. So the money system has changed, y'all. The money system has changed. They moved it from 55 Water Street to Brooklyn. And I found this out on April 1st. The money system has changed.
So with that, it is do you think that, well, I don't, I'm quite sure they're not going to go 100% into the so-called cryptocurrency, but this, they were saying something about Fed now, and having everyone having some type of debit card where their proceeds going there, or their so-called money's going there.
Yeah, you talking about the universal income. I would suggest everyone, if you haven't already been, collecting uh,
Precious metals and stuff.
gold, silver, especially silver, gold, silver certificates. If you haven't collecting like your own private collection of digital currency, then you're going to definitely be put on the universal income system. They've already been doing it for like 6, 7 years straight in China. They turn your air condition off during the summertime if you're not friendly online. If you are anti quote unquote corporation, if you are anti any of the programs that they, try to force everyone to be a part of. So yeah, you definitely need to, they have updated, I've been saying this for a while now. They updated the coin machines in every Walmart, and they've updated those coin machines to be able to accept cryptocurrencies. So I've been telling everybody, you know, if you can, grab some of those cryptocurrencies because it's getting to that point. It's
Hmm.
getting to that point. Brother Mosiel, welcome to the panel.
Islam. Can you hear
Islam.
me? Oh,
Islam,
Islam.
yeah, we can
Yeah.
hear you.
Yeah, got you. So, I'm with I want to mute out and listen in. Though, quick fast, I have a share because it was nice to see you online. I was just look into the eclipse and see what others might have and heard your voice. Islam, though, my only relevance to the eclipse today is last I seen one about 10, 15 years ago, going to visit a buddy in Marietta. When I got out the car, I looked to the sky and it was an eclipse happening. And I just felt lucky to have seen it and blessed because I was alone. So it was just one with me and Allah. And I looked it up and I just saw an eclipse happening just right in front of my eyes, with no idea it's gonna be there. So with that being said, I wonder what is it about not looking at the eclipse that folks are promoting? Because by chance I looked and I seen it and didn't have a reason to look away. Islam, you got on that, Greg Governors, Sister K, on why society says don't look at the eclipse.
Um, I don't know exactly why they're telling you not to. They don't have any science of what the eclipse actually does to the eyesight. Um,
Mm.
it's just, something that they tell everybody to do. Just like they aren't doctors to be able to prescribe anyone to wear glasses, but they tell everyone to wear glasses, right? And they pass out all these glasses to everyone in the public to wear. It's just one of those fear tactic things that they do all the time. Like
I'm
last time
excuse me.
I watched it with my own eyes 7 years ago. Nothing changed. Actually, I felt like I needed to get glasses, like reading glasses, and my doctor said my 20/20 vision has gotten better. So, I don't know.
Well, maybe for others, it may be detrimental because of the so-called solar flare. At certain angles, well, when the solar eclipse is happening, that light is being bent, and as it's being bent, it creates that flare or that shine that may be in a certain range of light that is damaging to some who are not able to who don't have the receptors to to make it convert it into beneficial, because individuals with recessive genes, they're the light is quite damaging to them. Like, we can look into the sun and it be beneficial for us, and others can look into it and get cancer and all of this other stuff. But it's mainly the because of the light bending and the solar flare.
Islam. Yeah, I definitely see that for them. Yeah, I see that for them quite easily. You know, it's just like they can't be outside in the sun for too long.
Mm-hmm. And I hope I didn't overstep. I didn't just
No, no,
that
no.
was
It's
just
good. This is an open panel.
gotcha.
Yeah. So open panel, just discussing and having a good conversation. I wanted to come and let everyone know that, you know, we were still good. We still here in the land of the living. Even though got a lot of people out here that's been promoting this fear. Yeah.
All
But
right,
yeah.
sister. I appreciate you.
All right, brother. Anytime you can come up, anytime that I'm doing, you know, I'm going live and you want to jump on the live stream, you can come on.
Absolutely.
Honors to you always. Honors to all of you all who came through today. I'm about to shut it down myself. I got to get back to work. But I definitely wanted to come on and share with the Moors what we had going on here today.
Excellent. Oh, you can be reached at the what is it, the 855 or the 8 number?
Yeah,
It's a
it's
number that
877-808-2477. I'm gonna put it in the chat as well.
all right,
In
'cause
fact, I'll put it in the private chat. You can grab it.
oh, I got Arnil brother Arnil Bay sent it to me because I had asked him question. He said contact you, so I just want let you know be on the lookout for a call from me.
Okay, and my extension is 101.
101. Got you.
Islam.
Islam, sister.
All right, boys, about to get off of here. Um, honest to you all who came through. All right, y'all stay with your head on a swivel because they always got something planned. You know, man plans, but Allah is the best of planners. So, with that being said, peace and love.